one too many times. Feeling like it never ends. Back again, square one. Tried to leave myself behind, looking for a better place, not to stay alone. Gain my trust and you chose to break it. Ask for truth but you only fake it. Thought you said what we had was sacred. It's all lies, all lies. I was broken and isolated, but inside held the fire waiting. Not a word that you say can save us, so don't try, 'cause this time you crossed it.
Let's have a food. So after, I don't know, 100 years, another video on Kratos 390. Yes, it is about yet another KTM. Today, we are not exactly talking about an event. We are talking about a new machine, which you guys are all aware about. I am sort of late to the party, but I thought that this is a significant upgrade that the Duke 125 has received. And we must talk about it. And we must also talk what exactly is happening on this channel. When are the regular uploads and vlogs and stuff coming up? So today, we are here at KTM South. Thanks to Ashish for the wonderful opportunity to cover this bike. I'm gonna ride it. I'm gonna share my first impressions. If you remember, last year we uploaded a test ride video of the first version of Duke 125 India, which was based on the old Kiska design, which looks like the old 390, old 200 if you will. And that video was liked by a lot of people. So I thought that, you know, now that this particular bike has received such a huge makeover, upgrade, all sorts of things, it's definitely time for another video. So today, let's actually have a look what all they have changed, what are the price differences, what are the new features added, what more do you get, and in today's day and time, 2021, does a 125cc in India make sense or not? So let's talk about the Duke 125.
Turned. Didn't think I'd go this far, but here we are, the end. Now you're just a lesson learned, a slowly fading memory, so I can breathe again. Gain my trust and you chose to break it. Ask for truth but you only fake it. Thought you said what we had was sacred. It's all lies, all lies. I was broken and isolated, but inside held the fire waiting. Not a word that you say can save us, so don't try, 'cause this time you crossed the line.
So when you talk about a Duke 125, the first thing that comes to your mind is Duke and 125 don't go hand in hand, because the Duke series is known for, you know, wildness, power, top of the line specifications and stuff like that, but that is where this baby fits in. If you are someone who is in college or who is aspiring to get their first bike and your parents are concerned that, you know, if we give him a KTM, it's going to be a very, very fast bike, it's not safe and stuff, well, guess what, that's where you enter the Duke 125. Now this has been launched in India for a price of 1,50,700 rupees. Now that you would say that for a 125cc bike is a higher price amount. Well, I agree there, but when you look at the equipment on offer, it's amazing. You get a 6-speed transmission, you get a liquid cooled engine with a radiator, you get, you know, amazing side panels. This design is inspired by the 1290 Super Duke, which is very, very similar to the 390, 790 and now the 250, all of that. So this basically completes the family. This doesn't look like the odd man out anymore. You get a bigger fuel tank, which is 13.5 liters now. So if at all you are about to explore or go for a long ride, you get 3 liters more of fuel capacity. Now, apart from this, you do get a completely new frame, that is the split trellis frame, just like the KTM Duke 390. And you do get a single channel ABS and upside down forks. Now this is a striking feature here because in the 125 to 150cc category you would not find this feature anywhere. So those are the initial impressions of the Duke 125. We will ride the bike today. I'm not carrying my action camera, but yeah, we will record it from the phone and stuff. I will show you around the bike right now. You would have seen most of it in the B-rolls, but let's actually have a look at the dash. Let's actually have a small work around before we actually take this bike for a spin, and let's see how good or how amazing or worthy the upgrade is. So that's the look of the new Duke 125 from the front. If you're watching this for the first time, if you have been living under a rock, this actually looks amazing. Ashish suggested that I should actually shoot the orange color, and to me as well, this looks very, very striking. Now, if you look at the side profile of this particular machine, you would notice that majority, I would say 90%, this looks like a 250 or a 390 Duke. Minus the dash, of course, this is an entry-level Duke in India, so it doesn't get the TFT console. You still have a lot of functions and features over here. You have a single channel ABS and kilometers to empty, low fuel level, all those things, engine temperature, fuel indicator, everything is there. You have a trip meter, you have the ABS light over here. So the dash is all the same, but overall what I would suggest is the fit and finish, the quality of this machine has increased dramatically over the last few years. Now at the front as well, you get a headlight which was present on the old Duke 250. Now the Duke 250 gets the new Duke 390 like headlamp. But yes, this is also a very decent headlamp. You get LED DRLs over here, and if you look at the entire profile of the machine, you would notice that it very rarely looks like a 125cc. And apart from that, if you talk about the switch gear, as always, it is backlit. Let's actually turn it on and hear it. So the exhaust on this bike is just like the old Duke 200. It's an underbelly exhaust. It doesn't get a side slung exhaust like the 390 or the 250. All in all, it looks like a very appealing machine. For the price they're asking, the amount of equipment that is there to offer is pretty amazing. What we're going to do now is we'll quickly hop onto the bike. Let's have a short spin. We are not allowed to take it out because it doesn't have number plates, but we'll have a longer comprehensive review later when I ride it extensively. But let's quickly ride it and let's see how it feels and what are the initial impressions. So we are on the bike right now, and the first impressions are, although this is a Duke 390 tank and the body panels and everything is similar, the bike is very light, if you will. I have taken a short spin, and if you ask me, it does feel underpowered, but for a 125cc it's fine because it does come with 14.5 PS. So let's fire her up and let's take a couple of rounds inside the compound and see how that feels. It can also serve you as a secondary bike for roaming around in the city, and for people who want to go to college or just casual stuff around the city. This is pretty neat. Let me see if I can get some empty stretch and we can actually have a small pull. Considering this is a 125, so because this is a 125, it makes the bike, the bike is very light and it is very easily maneuverable. Very easily you can take turns and stuff like that, and it handles pretty well too. But if you pull, that is when you will realize that this is a 125. It doesn't have a lot of power, so it does make all the sound, all the right sounds that a 125 single should. And yeah, for city rides and stuff, it's pretty decent. As I said, you can't say much in such a small restricted environment. Let's have a pull. Something to notice here, although this is a 125 engine, it is very unrestricted. It does feel that it is a cocked up little, like it's restricted a little, but even in the BS6 Avatar it performs pretty well. So overall the impressions are pretty good. I suggest you should go ahead and take a test ride, and my initial impressions of this particular bike are very good. There is no other bike which offers equal amount of equipment as the Duke 125, and now it looks a class apart as well. So we will end the video over here, and hopefully you will see more content on Kratos 390 about motorbikes and long rides and a lot of stuff. Until the next one, keep smiling and take care, ride safe, and always wear a helmet. Goodbye.